This is the Yang Gang here. Here's your Andrew Yang crew. In that corner, Elizabeth Warren over there, and by far the largest group, and probably not a surprise, is the Bernie Sanders crew, the most rambunctious, the loudest.
Elect Democrats up and down the ballot. I'm here because I know how to fight and I know how to win. Start with a candidate who can bring our party together. We need all Democrats united. I'm someone.
The Bernie Sanders group, as you guys were sort of laughing, I mean, massive, at least half of the 480 people who are here. Guys?
And they're well aware when you pan the camera.
Don't forget that back and forth between Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren, where, they're in a meeting, it breaks right before a debate, where, she says that he told her he didn't think a woman could win.
Did that help Bernie? Did that end up helping Bernie? I think a lot of us thought that could hurt Bernie. Now, yes. He was up with one of his folks said and admitted, better to be lucky than good. When the hit came on the Warren thing, they happened to be up with an ad on women's issues. Carrie Dan.
I agree that it could have helped Bernie Sanders, though, because this is why. That happened. We had a debate a few days later, so the issue of gender was front and center on everyone's mind. It was the first really big exchange. It was the first time that you saw Sanders and Warren clash. It was the first time that you saw this sort of flash of anger from Elizabeth Warren after the debate, declining to, perhaps declining to shake Bernie Sanders' hand. So even if there was that message seemed like it might hurt Sanders over Warren, the fact that gender was front and center and she was being asked about it so frequently could have been something that re-ups the idea of electability for voters.
We have a delegate count finally. So Sanders with 4 delegates, Warren with 3, and Buttigieg with 2. Now again, there were a bunch of non-viable groups, Yang, Klobuchar, Biden, and Steyer, who all shifted to different groups. What was interesting is the Biden folks, they decided to go to Buttigieg because he was a moderate. With Andrew Yang, half went to Bernie, and this is an informal poll that we took of the caucusers. Half went to Bernie, half went to Buttigieg. Yeah. With Klobuchar, half to Warren, half to Pete Buttigieg. So Pete got a big bump, but the entire night it was all about Sanders. Kind of expected. He won Black Hawk County. He polls really well with these young folks. But they showed up and they showed out for Bernie Sanders.
And now it is on to New Hampshire, Nevada, South Carolina, California, and onward to victory. Thank you all very much.